How's it going, guys? Today's Thursday. I lied to you and told you I'd start filming on Monday. Well, that didn't happen. I just bolt checked the car, grind some tires, nothing too cool. But we're all in the shop now. TJ actually got off work at normal time. And then my dad is here. Dad, what are you doing?
Putting on Industrial Coatings' new logo. Well, I guess it's not a new logo. Mike is out of Winona, Minnesota. They also Body Shop Supply in Winona, and the name of their company is Industrial Coatings because they do more than just auto body supply.
So yeah, this is a new sponsor that we talked about on the last video. Getting the logo on the car now. TJ, what are you doing?
Filling fuel jugs.
Filling fuel jugs. Okie, what are you doing?
Chasing down,
the neighborhood.
chasing Yogi.
All right, chasing the neighbor dog. That's good. I'm just grinding a tire, taking an old tire that we had laying around and making it look like a new one again. Grindy. And then just gotta load tires. Obviously load the car. Are you about to make loud noises while I'm filming?
Nope, I'm gonna wait.
Oh, that's good. And then air jack, and yeah, it's pretty much got to load tonight. So I'm just gonna load up the hauler today, and then
got our feet up.
yeah, normally we got our feet up. It's not. It's been a hot minute since we raced on a Friday.
It has been a long time.
So I'm gonna take the old Betty White 2.0 to work tomorrow. Yeah, take Betty White 2.0 to work tomorrow. So then after work, I can jump in the truck and go right to the racetrack. Should be able to get there with plenty of time to do whatever that I need to do. But yeah, that sums it up pretty much. Well, probably just set you guys up on a time lapse here, and we're all just gonna, as I like to say, just gonna do me, and they're gonna do them. So, all right, well. You were kind of struggling with this window net Saturday, Dad.
Yeah, I'm not used to those. Whatever that latch is called.
That's all right. I was on the struggle bus the first couple times.
I'm not used to them latches.
It is kind of a pain in the butt.
I'm used to the whatever that's called.
They say this one here is more safe.
That's what they say. So, I'm used to the expandable push bar, whatever that thing's called.
Yeah, because after, I think it was Cam Reimer's rollover, everyone started taking them out. Cam Reimer's an IMCA sport mod guy, and I don't know what track he was, but he rolled, and the front bar and the top halo actually came down, and it compressed together.
Right.
And so the way those push bars work is there's a spring in there that you can push it, it shortens, then you let it go and it extends. But when it got shrunk, it pinched it off, and so it couldn't go any shorter, so it was stuck up. So
well,
they actually had to cut the window net.
That's what Jay at the speed shop's been telling us for years.
They actually had to cut the window net to get them out.
Yeah, no. That's what Jay's been saying for years, but Every car we ever got ended up with that kind of window net in it, so we just never changed it. So this one's got the lever style, and I don't know. I mean, it works good, but it's a little.
Nothing beats the old seat buckle out of a.
Yeah. We used to have our pure stocks. Used to have literally had a seat belt buckle that I welded to a tube, and then clicked it on. You know, we're too cool for that kind of stuff now, apparently. We noticed a little alley there. Billy's trying to convince us that that's from the front stretch wall, but I don't know.
What else would make those marks?
I don't know, dude. That's just
Careful
not.
with this camera, you know.
That's not your territory under there,
showing
up
off
there.
the goods
I'm not
down
showing anything. Like, who wants to know what you got going on underneath this thing at this point?
Everybody.
So.
Heck, Saturday we had to use a baby stroller to cover up the right rear when the tire off.
Yeah. So anyway, so we're doing USRA racing. Billy's not making any changes to the car though. We're running our Wasota setup, which if you guys don't know, Wasota has much more restrictive rules in their suspension. So there's a lot more we could do to this thing to make it
More USRA-ish.
yeah, and faster or whatever. Not as handled differently, whatever. A lot more bar angle is available
Well, that was all the mud that got stuck up underneath the
in the USRA deal. But Billy's more interested in trying to get this thing figured out for Wasota, so we're just swapping tires, and everything else is
It's the same.
Everything else is the same.
All right, I think that's everything, right?
Oh yeah, we had to take the wing off. So normally there's a wing on here, little 2-inch deal. Billy's got it all set up on like nut bolt plates, so it just unbolts.
And then my front wickers are on.
Oh yeah, you did put the front wickers on?
Heck yeah.
All right, so he did go one of the steps. One of the steps is these front wickers, which you're not allowed to run in Wasota. USRA put them on, and again, he did those with the Weirs. Bolt
426s.
What-
WM 426.
WM
WM 426.
426 nut inserts that are really, really cool. We got a lecture from our shock guy on Saturday about traveling with our good shocks. So now we take the good shocks off and just put on some,
High quality shocks.
I wouldn't say junk, but I mean, hey, that was the nicest shock we owned a few years ago. Now we're throwing them on as
Trailer shocks.
travel shocks, trailer shocks. So we'll see. The winds haven't stacked up any differently.
You should
So
probably put a cover over this, huh?
I've tried to explain that to you before.
yeah, you should put a bearing buddy on it, like this back one.
I did.
Oh, it lost the bearing buddy?
Yeah.
Well, why are you taking the grease off it?
So I can get the dirt out because I have
Oh.
the original cap still. Yank out of here.
Oh, I didn't know you had
And
the
then
cap.
I'll put the caps back on that.
Let's
came
see,
off the
if
trailer.
you didn't have the cap, I would just leave the dirt. So anyway,
Yeah, I think that bearing buddy lasted us like 2 weeks and it fell off. I had to pound it with a hammer to get it on.
Proper installation.
yeah. So in TJ's house, so all you don't know, TJ lives there, and Billy lives there. So, they're neighbors.
TJ, did you put the tarp hat on?
What?
Tarp hat.
Yeah?
Did you put it on?
Yeah?
Okay.
So TJ's getting a swimming pool. So in order to get a swimming pool, you had to cut down a tree. So we should have maybe we'll have some pool party videos, huh, TJ? TJ, pool party videos?
Maybe.
Maybe?
We
Okay.
gotta get some wins to get pool parties.
Oh, okay. We got to get some wins. So, all right. Well, anyway, that's it for here. We'll check in with you later.
How's it going, guys? We are at MTS. The old pit's starting to fill up here. First time I raced on a Friday in quite a long time. We got the old O2K, Hunter Kennedy. So MTS does not have Wasota. So I just switched tires. That's pretty much all I got to do. And a couple of things we already talked about in the shop now I remember. So yeah, So I get to race the O2K car tonight. Try not to get beat up on too hard by the old Hunter Kennedy. And got Chisholm, AJ Hoff. Kind of turn this into Skyrocket Row. But track's looking pretty tacky. Car's pretty much ready to go. Took travel shocks off already, put the air cleaner on. Just got to do tire pressures. And yeah, we're pretty much ready to go after that. Yeah. Good old Thunder in the Valley is what they call this. There's probably, if you had to go to racetracks and say like the most beautiful scenery, it's hard to compete like with MTS. Like, I know it's all paint based, but it's freaking beautiful here. All the big valleys and the trees, and super nice out here. Well, all right, guys, we're gonna get that thing off the trailer. We're gonna wait a little bit closer to hot laps, set tire pressures, but I can get all my stuff on. Oh, I see one of my favorite people. She's walking up. Just walked off was Elijah with my favorite little one. Blakely, I missed you.
Say hi.
Hi, cutie. What are you doing? Hi. Oh, I missed you last week. I'm so happy to see you. You want to say hi to Minnesota Dirt? I'm filming right now. You got mommy to come with you guys tonight, huh? Yeah. Are you excited for tonight?
Mississippi Thunder Speedway, Fountain City, Wisconsin. A little bit down the road from Winona, Minnesota. This track is owned by Bob Tim and some partners. And Bob Tim is obviously Jake Tim's dad. So this is Jake Tim's home track. think we're starting second heat, second row outside. I think he's starting right in front of Hunter. I just getting him buckled in. All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Have fun and go get him. scratched it.
How bad?
Bad enough.
Just got free.
once he got by him, he dropped like a
Oh
stone.
yeah, he was slow. And
Yeah.
I was trying to dig up underneath him, but I was just too free.
Yeah, he was blocking pretty hard. It's not new anymore.
I got him pretty good.
Huh?
I got him pretty good. Oh, my mud cover.
Oh yeah, I got him in your front tire too. Well, we better check the toe.
No, it wasn't that hard to hit. Car drove fine still. What's with me always tearing bodies?
That's because you catch it right on that Nerf bar corner.
Well, I wouldn't have any body damage if Hunter didn't make us 4 wide.
100. That was Hunter's job to make it 4 wide.
And I'm doing everything in my power not to try to pinch you off. Then I got into Patster. You started catching Hunter there at the end.
I don't know. It looked like he had like 2 fast laps and then kind of a slow lap. Then he'd kind of catch and then he'd.
I didn't drive it in wide open and wanted to push in the center. But then I felt free off. Yeah, I was pushing the front end too. Alright, so we're about to put 8 gallons of fuel in it, so that'll probably help. But
Well, fuel ain't gonna help the push. If anything, fuel's gonna hurt the push. It's gonna make a push worse. So, well, they got some thinking to do. Bound to happen sooner or later, huh?
that's cosmetic.
That's the worst part
That
right
sucks
there.
right there, yeah. And I don't got another one either.
You didn't bring another one with you?
I only have 2.
Well, you better make that one work.
All right, guys. Well, they just announced the top 10 in passing points for Redraw, and they said my name, so we are in the Redraw. We did a couple adjustments after after hot laps. The car was a little bit better, but yet a little worse than some other area now. So I'll have to watch the video a little bit more and show Hunter and get his opinion and see what they think we should do for some adjustments before the feature. So yeah, we are walking right now to the scale shack to redraw.
It looks like the 9 now.
Hunter. That'll work. 2. Jet.
Jet!
Where do I point and finger?
Yeah.
Here, he's right here.
Right here.
Oh.
1. Yeah.
What is it?
9.
Not good. Olsen, Ryan. Hey. Tyler. Doggy. Yep.
We were gonna go Sunday, but Toby's graduation. Right at the end. Left.
4 of them.
You guys said you were
12. That work?
Yeah, that'll work. 4. Get that cheese grater.
Billy.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you gonna draw or what?
Oh, Billy? You're drawing for him, too?
Are you serious? The one I did not want is the one you draw me.
I'll give you the one we got if you want.
I wanted the 4.
I'll trade you.
Really?
6.
I'd rather have that.
trade?
I'd rather have that one.
Can we trade?
Landon?
5. I'll take it.
Good luck, Taylor.
Oh.
don't have a choice.
Wow, here we go.
Good luck.
No, let's not. Well, there you go. What?
Elijah just told me.
Yeah, we're on the pole.
Hey man, where else you want to be?
I don't know.
Hunter,
Yep.
Elijah drew me pole. I knew it was coming too, because I looked at the board, there was 4 of us left. And I'm like, oh no, number 1's still in there. I'm like, Elijah's gonna draw me pull. Sure enough, pulls me pull.
Well, sweet.
No,
Be happy.
there was 4 in there still. I was like, yep, I want 4. I'm like, come on, number 4.
Well, you could have left pole for me then. I drew him 2 right away. I was the 3rd one to draw, and I drew him 2. Pretty good.
Talk about sink or swim.
Oh, you'll be just fine.
Well, you better start watching some of my videos here then, because I need all of your help.
Yeah. You'll be okay.
All right, I'm just gonna try to tuck in behind you, and hopefully
I'll probably be catching you.
hopefully you take me to the promised land.
Yeah. I'm having a great time in the stands.
Great time.
Billy's doing a little loading on the front here. We gotta lock that, but got some cool trickery going on here. This is what makes this load stick so darn cool. Even here at the racetrack, they can test the loads and find out what they want. And you get hooked up with a good chassis manufacturer. Everybody, they know what loads they want, at what distance, and all that fun stuff. So here's load machine. There we go.
Starting on the pole.
Well, everybody said, oh, you should be happy you're starting on the pole. Well, we kind of are, but we're glad we had a good heat race. We're glad we made a good redraw. But starting on the pole can always be pretty intimidating, especially when you're outgunned. I don't want to make excuses, but I don't know. Still running the Wasota setup. Definitely don't got the motor these guys got. But we'll see. I think it's going to slick up. Pretty well on slick racetracks. So, and he really likes Fountain City. He's always done good here. Never won here, but he's done really good. So here we go. See what happens.
All right, well, they doubled them up. So we're on the back stretch.
Say hi, Blakely. Wave.
We're on the back stretch
Say hi.
bleachers. We're on the back stretch bleachers. Pits are behind us. So, turn 1, coming out at turn 2. There you go, go green, that's turn 5.
sitting right here. They just now flipped it over onto its tires. I'm standing right next to the tow truck. Here's Billy.
Dude, the dude's on top of me.
Mom.
Hi, Mom.
I got pictures of it.
Ah, great, thanks. We'd rather have the before than the after, right?
I got some of the before too.
That's good. Try to be nice. Hope it rolls. Well, it was a nice race car. Second night out. Well, so we got her back finally, but it's pretty banged up. But so far, it looks like a lot of it is just a couple maybe cracked welds, who knows. But right rear, I mean, the slider broke, and you know, a bunch of stuff broke. Both trailing arm, rear end, I'm sure is bent, but we got another one of them around. So anyway, we got the right guy here for the job anyway to determine whether she's bent or not. Hunter Kennedy, lead fabricator for Skyrocket. So, oh yeah, we got Jim. Jim's taking pictures back there too. They want to put this on the. They want to put this to, you know, their survival video probably. But she's pretty tore up. Was a nice car. But we'll get her fixed up.
I'm just glad that fire went out.
Well, it's been a couple hours. And looks like the carburetor's fine. Billy thought maybe the carburetor got broke off the top after that when that car came over the top of it. So it looks like the carburetor's okay. Engine will be fine. We just gotta drain all the cylinders, get the oil out of it. I don't know. You know, the car is not great, but it's not as bad as it could have been. There's definitely some bent bars back here on the overslung. I don't know. There's some debate about whether this halo is bent. You know what? So, but the biggest problem back here is the welds broke on the 3-link mount.
Might have saved the rear end.
Yeah, and so when that spun around, it flipped everything over and let it slam into the frame and slam all over. And
Might have been what started to roll though. I don't really know.
yeah, that could have been what started it rolling. And that dug into the ground. But I don't know. No, I mean, it definitely could have been worse. No crash is good, but Billy's fine.
We won't know until we get her stripped down and down to Kelly.
Yeah,
It
he's-
really is.
He's a little sore.
Yeah, no, the adrenaline's wore off. I'm definitely feeling it.
Well, I got some Tylenols in my truck, so I'll get you a bunch for you before we ship out. But we're almost about ready to put it on the trailer. A couple more bolts back here. Get a tire bag on it. Got a pile of scrap metal. Well, I think it's not scrap. You can afford a new body. Gotta get this thing fixed, so just have to flatten it out.
So I just expected this whole right side bell to be busted off. I'm pretty happy it's not. And
Yeah.
looks like the left rear's fine. Isn't that right front bar's down?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit.
It's all tore off here. It's all bent up in here.
The weld sheared on the,
I think that's
Three-link
That's
cage.
what rolled me.
When this cage rolled up.
yeah, all the welds sheared off it.
It took both of these and just rolled it up like that. So the whole right rear was stuck up here.
That's gonna roll in no matter what. That's where up.
So, all right, well, I'm gonna pick up the pieces and parts and head back to Minnesota. And needless to say, I don't think we have to worry about running for points at Deer Creek anymore. This is all fire extinguisher dust. And they went crazy with that fire extinguisher.
Oh man, I couldn't breathe.
It blew it like right in your face.
I went from screaming, I'm on fire, to screaming, I can't breathe. Which, MCS safety crew, fantastic job. They were right there.
Not according to your mother. Your mother was said it took them forever watching it on
was
TV.
making me real nervous. But then, we're all right, buddy. You here? We got you. You all right? You good? Yeah, I'm here. All right. We got you, man. Get me out of there.
So this is not Billy's first time upside down in a race car,
And
but
that's
but this is definitely the first time upside down in your race car.
Yeah. Second time I've had to crawl out of the passenger window. But man, that seat made it tough.
Yeah.
Oh, I just had to drag it up my ribs and try to squeeze past that.
Well, you're safe.
All right, guys. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. We got the car stripped. Got the rear end back from being all jacked up. So it rolls now. Well, Dad's putting the last lights away, and then we'll winch this thing up on the trailer, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow morning in the daylight. See you guys.